Hello. So I'm going to teach you how to use the CAGED system to improve your solos and make new and interesting chord sequences. So I best explain what the CAGED system is. The CAGED system is pretty much just a way of labeling 5 different chords that you can use all up and, well, chord shapes all up and down the neck. Yeah, so it starts off with a C shape, an A, G, E, and D. So you can use all those shapes up and down the neck. Yeah, it's a bit like using a capo, or if you know bar chords, you already know like the A shape and the E shape bar chords. So instead of playing it down here, an E shape as an E, you can play an E-shaped G, which is like that. It's the same with any shape, so you can do C shape, or you can play a C-shaped D chord. So it is just like using your index finger as a capo, really, and then playing the C. The C shape with your other fingers. Yeah, so it's based off of intervals, really. So it's just you're looking out for the first, third, and fifth if you're playing a major chord. So on the E shape, your first would be your E on the low E string. Your fifth would be the B on the A string. Then you have an octave of the E, and then you have a G sharp, and that makes your A chord. So it's mainly those 3 that make the E chord. So the order is 5th, 1st, 3rd, or you can put it 1st, 5th, 1st, 3rd, and then you have the 2 octaves at the end, and you can play an A. So let's do the C shape then, and the C shape is, so the first is your C on the A string, third is the E on the D string, and then your 5th is the G open, and then that's just your octave for the C. So you can play that shape anywhere, and just that'll be a C shape, E. That's a C-shaped A. So you can make full chord sequences out of this. So instead of just playing power chords and going E shape, A shape, A shape, E shape, you can make them more interesting. So the G shape is the same as the C shape, but on your low E string pretty much. Or you could try doing the full chord. That's a A in a G shape. So doing that, let's do it as a G shape, C shape, and another C shape, back to G shape. Which sounds different to it's a bit of a cringy chord sequence, but it's an easy explanation. So as you can hear, it sounds different in terms of tonality. So the G shape sounds a lot more warmer with the C shape as well. Or so this is actually what funk or like soul players that you see do as well. Well, pretty much every well-known guitarist uses this sort of system in some way, whether they're doing it on purpose or by accident. So, especially with funk, if you wanted to do like a major A shape, they usually do the top 3 strings, which is still a major chord, but so instead you got your 3rd first, then your 5th, then your root. So that's a B major. It's just the E shape, but they're just using half of it. But this is where you can use the D shape as well. So this is a A, but as a D shape. The full D shape is... Oh, whoops. So you just got to imagine putting a capo on here and just playing the D string and then the D shape 2 frets above where the theoretical capo is there, and that's your D shape. So the D shape intervals. So you got your open D string, your 5th, your octave, and your 3rd. And then you can play. So that's a G. But then you can bar it as well. Wow. You can bar it as well. But you will notice that a D shape looks similar to the C shape. That's because they're within the same zone as per se. So if I wanted to play a G shape, I can play a G as a C shape. It's just the D shape is a higher octave than the C shape, if that makes sense. Pretty much as simple as that, but I think to practice it, just just practicing going from each chord from the A position. So I'll just go up major scales doing the same thing. So actually a song that uses this is Under the Bridge, the intro. Bar the 2nd fret, the C shape. But you can already tell what song it is. Under the Bridge. So he just arpeggiates this. Goes to the A shape. E shape, sorry. F sharp, E shape. And then back. And then he slides up. And he just arpeggiates that. Well, that's a good example for the CAGED shape and how to use it. Especially if you learn that, you're learning the transition from C shape to E shape. The CAGED system is pretty much the layout of the whole fretboard, and once you practice the CAGED system, the whole fretboard's just opened up completely, because now you can use scales within the CAGED system. You start to see which shapes are revolved around certain, let's say, minor pentatonics. So, say if I played G-shaped C major, that is part of the A minor pentatonic. So you can move up, let's say D-shaped C, 12th fret. C-shaped C. Let's do it on the 12th fret just to. There's the minor pentatonic again on the C shape. We can do the A-shaped C. So you kind of, it's every single shape has its own pentatonic leading with it. So the E-shaped C. There you go. So that's every single pentatonic in the C, in the C major scale, or every single minor pentatonic in the C major scale, which is A minor pentatonic. Yeah, so you can use the CAGED shape CAGED system for anything. It's, as I say, like just the layout of the fret. It's a way of seeing the fretboard instead of just constant like E-shaped bar chords. It's definitely helped me after learning the CAGED system. Yeah, it's helped me see the notes of the fretboard a lot easier, rather than painstakingly just trying to learn it without knowing the CAGED system. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the CAGED system, I think. So hopefully that's helped in some way. I'm quite new to teaching, so give your feedback in the comments below, and yeah, give us a like if you think I did okay.